thank you so much for being here today. My name is Katie Maike. I am a psychic medium and intuitive life coach, and this is the Meta Movement podcast. So we are live today on TikTok, and we're going to go over dreams from a spiritual standpoint, from a psychological standpoint, and of course, we're going to do free readings throughout this entire live. So I'm really excited to connect with you guys today for the next 2 hours. So I see a couple of you here on TikTok just kind of coming in. Let me know where you are from. Say hello, say hi. I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida. Let me just plug in my microphone. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Say hi. Right down in the hear me. Say hi. Right down in the hello from Atlanta. Good morning. Hey, from California. Hi guys. I am on the west coast of Florida, so kind of right on the Gulf. It's a little chilly today. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little chilly, but I can't ever complain about the weather. So what I'm going to do is kind of energetically put some energy out there and call any of those who connected to my energy now, any of those who need help or information to interpret their dreams or are interested in dreams, spirituality, or the science behind it. Please join us. All right. So I see a lot more of you guys rolling in right now. That's awesome. So we are going to do some free readings for you guys throughout. I am going to teach you guys about dreams, interpreting dreams. I'm going to teach you about the science behind dreams. And I know a lot of people seek out dream interpreters. I'm gonna tell you the good and the bad about doing that and how to do it productively. There is some psychological research that says just kind of having someone interpret your dream for you and then taking it as valid evidence is not the best way to interpret your dream. It's kind of like working alongside someone. So a lot of us tend to jump on the internet and say, what does a dream about a polar bear mean? Or what does a dream about onions mean? Or what does a dream about biting my nails mean? And I feel like after today's show, you might not do that anymore. You might find a different way to help interpret your dreams, because there really is no one way. There really is no there's not like a dream dictionary. I know there's a million books out there that says they're dream dictionaries, but those aren't valid. People just created them with their intuition, and it really is up to you to figure out what those dreams mean according to you. And let me tell you, first and foremost, they don't mean nothing. Okay? Dreams are unconscious, but yet there is purpose to them. All right? Good morning, guys. Hello, how are you? So today, I do have $16 readings available through the link in my bio. So at any time that you see a deck that you want on here or something that we're talking about dreams. So I have some dream catchers to show you guys. You can go to the link in my bio and you can purchase a $16 TikTok reading. There's all kinds of other readings available too. And you'll also see some links to the decks that I'm using just in case you feel drawn to them. All right, so hello, how are you? There's 333 likes. I like that. At any time you want to connect to my energy, just go ahead and double tap on my third eye. So I am a clairvoyant psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and another in behavioral analysis. So today we are going to be talking about dreams from a psychological and a spiritual standpoint. All right. You dream about a baby that didn't know, but you didn't know who the baby belonged to. That's interesting. I've had dreams. I have had dreams about babies, and they say that you don't dream about a face that you've never seen before. I mean, there are such thing as premonition dreams, but at the same time, dreams are stored, or they're thoughts that are stored in your unconscious mind. So people do believe from a psychological standpoint that you must have seen this baby or you've seen this person somewhere in your daily life. Maybe you weren't consciously aware that they were there, but our eyes look all over the place wherever we're going. There's so many people. We may not have consciously connected to that person. But from a psychic or a one consciousness standpoint, I believe that it's also possible for us to have premonition dreams, and those could possibly be different than our normal dreams. You've had dreams about, dreams about a cat attacking you and not letting go. We've had dreams about falling, dreams about flying, about our teeth falling out, dreams about pregnancy. I mean, there are common themes. I will say there are common themes, but it's more so about how you can interpret your own dream versus having somebody else interpret your dream for you, because your own conscious state of mind is what is creating the dream, and there is a message for you in it. And a part of me really believes that as much as an intuitive or someone can help you on the outside, it really has to come to a mutual agreement, whether or not you feel that that dream relates to your life or not. Okay. All right. Some people, you have premonition dreams. Some people might have lucid dreams. Lucid dreams are kind of like when your awake state of mind and your sleep REM state of mind overlap. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I do want to start out by giving you guys some free readings. Oh my gosh, there's 888 likes. I just saw that. Thank you so much, guys. All right. So all you have to do to get a free reading during this entire live is, when I say so, all you have to do is say your name. As a medium or a clairvoyant psychic, I connect to people's names. Some people might connect to pictures or images, but I connect to names. All right. So, Amanda, thank you for being here. These are messages from your guides and your angels. Okay. Amanda, I am watching you be athletic. I'm watching you play basketball, and I can't help but feel like you have a hidden talent of some sort. This says show the world the real you. Okay, Amanda, so there's a hidden talent that you have. It might be an athletic talent, but I do feel like you're being asked to kind of maybe show a little bit more of yourself than you have, maybe show people your hidden talents, the things that you like to do behind closed doors, and really like showcase it. I mean, you could even do this at a social media level, but I do think there's a talent that your guides are begging you to just release from your personality, okay? All right, Violet. I see you in there, Violet. Wait, what did you say? Oh, wow. I was an all-state. Let me see. I got to go back to read this. I was all-state in basketball in high school. There you go. So when you read, energy reading is, it's twofold. I'll see things from your past, things that are on your mind. So there's obviously something from your past that you need to kind of go back and bring back out, a talent of yours. Okay. All right. I've already called a name. All right. All right. Here we go. I know it started with a V, but was it Violet? Okay, here we go. All right, so this message is for Violet. Violet. I don't know why I thought of the word rice. That's weird. Violet, it's time for you to release any negativity. And I do feel like a lot of the negativity is just it has to do with healing, okay? And it has to do with things that are just, maybe you've meshed into your personality through the years. Maybe it is negativity that was brought into your life by your parents or your family. And I feel like it doesn't need to be a part of your life. It's almost like you're saying, okay, I was born into this family, so this is kind of how my life is going to be. And you don't have to be around people that cause you pain or are negative or are too critical or even constructive criticism. Like, F that. I didn't ask for anything. People make constructive criticism seem so nice and so great. Like, oh, you can't take constructive criticism? You can't keep your mouth shut? Like, sometimes, okay? Yes, my readings are $16. Yes, so head the link in my bio. It'll take you to my snip feed, okay? It looks just like this. See this little purple, and you'll see the tarot cards right there. But if you scroll, you'll see there's other readings available, all right? I don't know why they're not popping up, but you'll see the other readings available on there. So the first one that you see, should be the $16 reading. And make sure to sign up with Snip Feed so that you can get you'll get you'll get an email response to your video, but you'll get a notification when it comes in. Okay. All right. So yeah, $16 readings. Those will be available during these 2 hours that I'm on. Okay. Okay. So Brady, I have a message for you, Brady, from your angels. I feel like you need to be picked up or lifted up. They're saying, lift you up. Don't let your past hold you back, okay? There's almost like I feel like your angels want to bring you into like your North Node, into your destiny, into your true life purpose, like what you're here to do, instead of kind of feeling like your circumstances are keeping you in one area or keeping your life a certain way, okay? I do feel like there's comfort in this, and I feel like that's why you're kind of staying here, like it's comfortable, like you think this is what you were meant to do. But I have to say that you're supposed to take these skills, just like your South Node. If you have not had a North Node reading, you need to have a North Node reading, people, okay? You can have a short one with the $16 reading, or you can have a longer North Node reading. All you have to do is keep scrolling with the link in my bio and it'll get you there. Let me explain to you, when I figured out what my North Node reading was about a year ago, and I have been out in public with mediumship for a year now, but once I figured out how I was supposed to actually do it, what I was supposed to combine, my midheaven, which is what I'm most well known for, combining that with my North Node. And my South Node is in the 12th house with a Libra energy. So this is telling me that I was a shaman, a healer, a medium, a psychic, something along those lines in a past life. And my North Node is in my 6th house of Aries energy. So this is telling me that in order to be successful and live out my destiny, one, I have to do it in an Aries energy, which is by myself, all alone. Think about me. You know, this is why I don't do that well with partnerships and groups of people. And I used to think I was someone who was in a group. I used to think that, but I could never... It was always hard for me to take into account everybody else's opinions. And I was the type of person that really, I valued my own opinion before I valued other people. And some people might look at that as a bad trait. But when you're leading yourself, it's not really a bad trait. So I had to take this energy of Aries in my 6th house, which is health and daily living. And I do it in a way, I'm taking my mediumship and spirituality, and I'm doing it in a way that's healing, a daily living, making your lives better, enriching your lives in a very metaphysical way, in a self-healing type of way. And I'm empowering you to do it on your own as well. It's this new age, guys, where we don't need to go to a therapist on a weekly basis. It is coming, we're taking more of like a humanistic approach to life, where like a therapist doesn't look like someone who stands on a pedestal and here we have our client down here begging for help. This is a mutual thing that we got going on here. And I'm here to tell you, I spent 6 years in grad school getting 2 master's degrees in psychology. And what I've learned the most is that I need to be teaching you these skills so that you can heal yourself. What's the point of holding them back as a professional and waiting for people to come to me? I will make myself known and make myself available to you. So let's heal together. So this is telling me that you need to take your comfort zone and really get out of it. Bring those skills, though, that you're good at, and do it in a way, that is kind of uncomfortable yet liberating, okay? And if you feel scared too, it's probably because there's some pieces and parts of you that you've kind of pushed away into your subconscious or unconscious mind. Okay, here we go. Next, Erica. All right, Erica. Message for you from your angels, Erica. All right, Erica. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. That's the complete opposite of the card I just pulled. So this is telling you that your skills and what you're doing right now is good. Like, you have everything you need to succeed, but you still aren't doing it in the right area of your life. There's still, go to astrocharts.com. Put in all of your information for your birth chart. If you don't want to pay for a reading, that's fine. You can do it yourself. Go to astrocharts.com, put in your information, look to see what your North Node sign is. It's this sign right here. Okay, you'll see that as well in my readings. And you'll look at the house that it's in and the energy that it's in. So for example, mine is an Aries in the 6th house. So the house is going to tell you what area of your life you need to take your comfort zone. Let's say that you're a natural comedian, okay? And let's say that you have to take it into the 6th house of health. Maybe your comedy has to do with daily living. Maybe your comedy has to do with daily health, or keeping yourself healthy with laughter or something along those lines. So there's a combining of your natural abilities in a new area of your life. And I think you just need to know what that new area is in order to just have that light bulb moment. So go do that. Anybody can do that. Okay. But if you would like a distinct synopsis, you're welcome. It resonates good. If you would like a distinct synopsis of your North Node and your MC, which is your midheaven, of what people will most well know you, what people will know you the most for, okay? And that is just an energy type. It also can tell you what types of jobs you're good at and stuff like that. So, hi guys, if you're just joining, my name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. At any time, please go ahead and just double tap as many times as you'd like on my third eye. That will give this live plenty of likes. It'll share for everyone. And I'm going to do some free readings for the next hour and a half and kind of teach you guys a little bit about dreams, the science behind dreams, and dream interpretation. Like, you guys know that our eyes move when we dream, right? Our eyes move, they up and down, side to side. Our eyes move when we dream. And this is what REM stands for. REM is rapid eye movement, believe it or not. It doesn't really stand for dreaming. It's just it's a wavelength that occurs in our brain that causes dreaming to occur. All right. So, I mean, before we knew that our eyes moved when we slept, did you know that we developed the atomic bomb before we did research on dreams? That dream interpretation was thought of as voodoo in the 1950s. Okay. Like, there were two famous psychologists, Dement and Kleitman, and they studied at Stanford University. Kleitman was a professor of Dement, and Dement ended up taking over Kleitman's role when he went out on sabbatical. But anyway, these two men did research on dreams when there was no research at all, okay? And they created this study on sleep and dreams to prove that everybody dreams, that proves that everybody has a sleep cycle. And when they went to publish the study, it got denied 9 times. The study okay, you may not understand the depth of a study getting denied 9 times. It's either crazy out there, it doesn't exist, people think it's like voodoo, okay, or it's some astronomical research that proved something, and maybe we need a little bit more research to prove that it is. We have to be careful what we publish, because published research, Google Scholar, guys, published research is what we go by in this world. But now we live in society where we can just kind of Google anything and blogs pop up. Okay, just because it's a blog, don't take anything as factual unless you read it from a study. Okay, now you totally believe in dream science. Yeah, let's listen to some of, like, Carl Jung was a famous analytical psychologist, and he kind of developed some theories around dreams. We know Freud developed some theories around dreams. And what I liked about Carl Jung's theory a little bit more than Freud is that Carl Jung says, okay, your dream means something. Don't take it as a metaphor. Take it as factual for what it is, and then read into the dream. So I think what a lot of the time is the first thing that we do when we get a dream, and it might be crazy or kooky, is we believe that right away. We say, well, that can't be real. And I know what you're thinking. If you're diving in the deep oceans and holding your breath for an hour, and you're bringing up bags of onions for your pet gopher, that I know what you're saying. Like, that didn't actually happen. But the acts and the actions and the phrases and the things that are happening in the dream, like, they are actually occurring. Okay. Now, let's talk about dreams just a little bit, about the wavelengths and what a dream cycle kind of looks like. So when you're awake, you have beta wavelengths. Beta waves, yes, they are messages. So you have beta wavelengths, and these are your awake. Like right now, we're hanging out, we're talking, our brain waves are beta, okay? Beta waves, they're kind of fast wavelengths. Then when we're starting to fall asleep, our brain changes from beta to alpha, and alpha gets a little bit closer together, okay, and starts kind of like this. And then we go into theta waves, which are a little bit longer, and we get more of like this creative mind. It's maybe like a deep meditative state of mind. When we're in meditation and we're in a meditative state of mind, we have theta waves that are going through our brains. And these are like from 4 to 8 hertz. Okay. It's not really a big wavelength of a difference. So if you're looking to get into deep meditative state, look for music or things that have like 4 to 8 hertz. That would be theta waves. Now, what happens from theta is we go into this delta wavelength, which is like a deep, deep, deep sleep. And this sleep is where we release all kinds of hormones that are necessary for us to grow, for us to store memory, for our even our complexion, for our physical complexion to regenerate. Okay, people have heard all the time, stress and no sleep ages you physically. That's proven science. I'll get to that in a little bit. But after we get into the delta waves, we start to come back into theta and then into alpha. And then instead of going into beta, which is this awakeness, what we're doing is we're going into a wavelength called gamma rays. And this is where we are dreaming. This is where our eyes are moving up and down, side to side. Where do I find charts? I don't have any charts on me. I've taught many studies and research on dreams, so I kind of have this like in my head, but I'm sure you can Google or search for like Dement and Kleitman are and dream cycles. That is a research study that I personally connect to, so you can look at that. But yeah, someone writes, there are guided meditations that walk you through the different wavelengths. Yeah, that can help to put you to sleep. So that's what some of the sleep music or sleep meditation does, is it tries to mimic your brain wavelength of beta at first, and then it'll take you into an alpha wavelength. So just to give you guys an example, beta wavelengths are from 14 to 40 hertz, but gamma is from about 26 to 70 hertz. So there is an overlap of hertz between beta, which is awakeness, and gamma rays. Now, what does that say? It means that our mind is as active as when we are awake as when we're sleeping. The only difference is that our body is being put to rest. Okay. Now, it is so important for you guys to get sleep. Sleep is so important. Some people are asking about their health. Now, I'm just going to stop for a moment and let you know, like, as a medium, I do health scans. I started out as a medical medium. I actually diagnosed breast cancer in a friend and had pointed out some kind of yellow spots that were in her pelvic area. It turned out she had 2 masses in her colon. So that was like my first encounter as a medical medium. And then I started to do more work in that area. And I was really drawn to sleeps and dreams from more of a medical standpoint than a dream analysis standpoint. And I'll tell you why. So there is research that happens all around the world, and specifically one piece of research that you guys participate in every year, you may not realize it, is daylight savings, right? So in daylight savings, everybody either turns their clock ahead or turns their clock back an hour. Either way, we are either gaining an hour of sleep or we are losing an hour of sleep. Now, in that process, okay, they studied hospitals, they studied people in general during a 2-year span of losing an hour of sleep, gaining an hour of sleep, losing an hour of sleep, gaining an hour of sleep. So basically that was 2 cycles of each. And this is what they found. When we lost an hour of sleep, there was a 24% increase in heart attacks the very next day. When we gained an hour of sleep, there was a 21% decrease in heart attacks the very next day. There's all kinds of correlating research that have to do with the day after a daylight savings. So if you're interested in finding out what else kind of is directly related to our sleep cycles, cardiac, our blood circulation, it's not just our brain, okay? So someone's writing like that you've spent an entire lifetime battling illnesses with no hope in sight. Now, look, a lot of you guys, maybe I'll talk about this a little bit later, but if anybody's interested, I'll talk a little bit about how sleep can reduce aging and Alzheimer's, and how they are coming out with electro research to help people sleep better in older age. So we find that as we age, okay, as our number goes up, right, we age physically, and our memory is worse. But what we don't realize is all of that is directly connected to sleep. So they have also found that increased age, you sleep worse and worse. And what we've found is that when we're able to correlate age and sleep, aging and sleep, we're able to correlate memory and sleep. So if now we can combat and we can create something to put us in more of a delta wavelength of a sleep, a deeper sleep, then our body can start to regenerate and hold and create memory and heal ourselves faster. So you've been sick since 2005, but the doctors say you're fine. Now, this is exactly what I like to do my health scans for. When people find that they've exhausted themselves to medical doctors, and sometimes it does take an intuitive reader to read someone's body to say it's this or it's this, because from my own standpoint as a medium and intuitive psychic, when I can see the body as if I'm in the body, like as if I'm this tiny little person inside, and blood vessels are really big, and I see like really big organs and stuff. So sometimes I'm able to see things or say things that could be maybe not directly related, but they could be third or fourth in like this tandemness of maybe the sleep is affecting your secretion of hormones, and those hormones are affecting your stomach, and now you can't eat because your stomach is all upset and you're losing weight. So sometimes a doctor might say, oh, you're losing weight because, or maybe you're losing weight because of stress, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it might be something else in the body that they're not looking at. So if you guys want to try this out, you can go ahead and get a reading. The link is right in my bio. It's a $16 special right now. $16 TikTok special for a 1 to 2 minute. If you want something that's longer, just keep scrolling and you'll find those readings, okay? All right, I see you guys anxious. Let's do some more readings. Okay? All right, I'm going to grab this deck here. All right, this is my Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. And the reason I love this deck is honestly, any deck that is going to be like two-way educator. It's going to help with oracle messages, and it's going to educate me on astrology. So yes, we're going to do that. Okay, Ratha. Here we go. Message for you. So this is going to be, all right. You need to embrace this energy in your life, okay? And I feel like it's going to help heal you in a certain way. Okay. Oh my gosh. North Node. I got North Node again. Destined to have. Okay. So you're being asked to embrace your North Node energy. And if you don't know what your North Node energy is, please go book a reading with me. Just scroll all the way to North Node. And I will give you a really in-depth reading about your astrology chart that'll tell you like what you're most well known for, which if people know you for something specific, that's what you want to give them. That's what you want to provide the world. Now, what are you good at? What's your comfort zone? What are your natural talents? And we're going to take that natural talent. I'm going to tell you the energy in which you need to withhold that. And then what area of life you need to narrow that in. So, you're being asked to jump into your North Node energy. And if you want to do this yourself, you can certainly go ahead and create your own birth chart, astrocharts.com. All right. It's a lot of North Node stuff, guys. I'm telling you, the North Node reading changed my life. When I figured out my North Node and my MC, it was just like, boom, I get it. I get it. It makes so much sense now. So I hope it's the same for you guys. Okay, Billy, I see you on here, Billy. Okay, message for you, Billy. Okay, so you're being asked to embrace this Pisces energy, which is a lot of intimacy and a lot of compassion, okay? And if intimacy and being like really, really intimate with a partner, or being intimate with yourself, or being compassionate to the point where there's no judgment at all. I feel like you're being asked to embrace this energy, but like intimacy with yourself is sticking out. And if that makes you uncomfortable, then you need to kind of figure out why that makes you uncomfortable, because I do feel like that's an area of your life that you're kind of neglecting. And I don't know why it scares you. I don't know if someone said something to you or it was just shunned or something, but I feel like that's the direction you need to go. All right. All right, Alessandra. Here we go. Message for you. Okay, so you're being asked to embrace the Neptune energy, and this can be like a really kind of dreaming, transcendent, very euphoric type of energy. So what I feel like I need to tell you is maybe start to embrace the moments more. Start to really let yourself go in moments of beauty, in moments of nature, and just start to really even just embrace the silence, embrace nature, and embrace and become part of. Okay, and I do feel like that might change you a little bit. Here's a great exercise a lot of you guys can do if you're really looking to kind of get more in touch with yourself, more in touch with nature, really feel the flow of energy around you, is by going outside and listening to the birds and, using the wind to help yourself visualize. And what I mean by that is sometimes when we're visualizing energy, it's hard to be like, okay, what does it look like? Okay, I can't feel it. What does energy look like when I'm visualizing it? But if you go outside, you can feel the wind. So what I want you to do is give the wind a color and imagine the wind and feel it and feel like you're a part of it and feel like you're being like blown away with the wind too, and you're becoming part of the elements and becoming part of the earth. Okay. It's really about you kind of just reaching out to see what's a little bit, dreamy. Get out of the seriousness for a little while, okay? All right, Gary, I see you on here, Gary. Message for you. Some energy that you are being asked to embrace, Gary. Fire. You need a little bit more confidence, some more bravery, some passion. Okay, doing things that are heartfelt or speaking in a heartfelt way, whether you are speaking in a passionate way or you basically have the confidence to stand up for yourself. That's more, and I feel like it's in a conversation. Okay, so this might have been happening for a while. Like someone might have been kind of nitpicking or saying things to you and you've been maybe quiet about it, or it could just be coming out of the blue because I feel like it's abrupt. All right, so you might need just a little push, okay? And I feel like it's someone who easily hurts you with their words, and I feel like you finally stand up to them. All right? Thanks, Gary. Oh, I'm so sorry that your mother passed away. Oh, it's always sorry, Melissa. Well, that brings me to the fact that I am a medium. So if you would like to book a video response reading from me, please just click the link right up here, Intuitive Healer 22. You'll see two little blue arrows that say readings, and click on that link. It'll take you to my site where you will find all the different types of video response readings, text readings, one-on-one Zoom meetings, spiritual coaching. What else do I have on there? I have all the decks that I use on the daily today. I have those available, and some other products that I'm going to show you. All right. So let's move on. I kind of want to use this deck. I might come back. Thank you. You're trying to keep your heart warm. All right. So this deck that I have, when you're having dreams, let's keep going with the idea of dreams, guys. Dream interpretation is difficult. And a lot of people, I'm not gonna knock on anyone in particular as far as what they do for a profession. Okay, so there are people I've seen they call themselves dream interpreters. Now, what I believe from a scientific standpoint is if someone is coming in and someone is interpreting your dream for you, they're kind of projecting their own thoughts and beliefs from the ambiguity of the dream, and they're projecting their own beliefs onto you. It can work that way. So I would advise you to not go to someone, have them tell you what it means, and then take that exact meaning and just walk away and believe that. Because I do feel like the meaning of your dream has to resonate with you first and foremost. So if you're going to go to a professional to figure out what the dreams mean. Hopefully they're going to give you multiple possibilities of the meanings, or you're going to be one-on-one working with that person until you can find a common ground of something that feels right. Because I'm going to tell you this, your dreams have a direct reflection of your subconscious and unconscious mind. Now, what did we talked about this unconscious collective mind and personal mind, according to Freud or according to Jung, how this has an area of the shadow where we kind of store things that we think are unacceptable or we think are too much for society or unaccepted by society. And when we dream, our conscious mind is turned off. So we can dream anything that comes from our unconscious, anything that is sexually repressed, anything that is mentally programming, anything that is super stressful or suppressed. I guess I know I said repressed, but I guess anything that's stressful could be suppressed. So, for example, you could, let's see, say you have a new child, you have a new baby, and you come home from the hospital and you keep having dreams that something bad is going to happen to your child. Now, the fact that something bad is happening in your dream, is it going to exactly happen in real life? I can't answer that. You know why? Because we all have different dreams, guys. Your dreams could be a premonition. Your dreams could be lucid, where you're going back and forth from beta to gamma, where you have actual consciousness mixed in with your unconscious mind. You could have a deep-rooted fear associated with your child dying. And that could be linked to 3 other things. And it may not just be the child dying that is the root cause. It could be something that was said to you during childhood, that if you weren't a good mother, this would happen. Okay. And maybe you were actually taking care of a doll and someone said that. So no one is really going to know the true meaning of your dream except for you. But what I don't want you to do when you dream is say, oh, wait, there's no way that this could be real, or there's no way that this could happen, because what you saw in your dream or experience in your dream is factual. It's there. But the way that it comes through, it's coming through without any morals or any filters. Okay. And that's what can be scary to people. So don't run from your dreams. Don't run. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to jump in with my shadow work deck. And the reason that I chose this deck, it is called the Dark Goddess deck. You can get this as well. Just click the link in my bio. Okay. And this will be right there. Now, the reason I chose this deck is because I do believe with oracle cards, you can help to interpret your dream. You can help to interpret the unconscious idea of why the dream came to you. Okay. Now, how do you do that? Well, what you need to do is, I believe that we all know what our dreams truly mean. We just don't want to admit what they mean. So by using oracle cards or oracle decks, the words that are given might spark a memory, they might spark an idea, they might spark something, but it's not giving us like an entire storyline that we're trying to adopt. It's just giving us an idea, just kind of like how oracle cards or oracle readings do daily, okay? All right, so let's do this. Say your name, Marley. So this could be related to a dream of yours, or this could be related to a block that you have. And also, this is either past life or childhood. So if you feel related to it, and maybe just not in the exact same way that I said, it may be because I'm reading a past life. And I do believe that, because I believe in Carl Jung's one unconscious mind. I believe that we hold one consciousness. And what that means to me is, I believe that we can have dreams of past lives. I believe that we can have dreams of people that we did not see in this earth, this lifetime. But science says something different. Science says that we can only dream of what our conscious mind can record. So we'll see. All right. Did I call a name? Yeah, shadow work's hard. We talked about shadow work yesterday. So, okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Eva. If I called the name before, I'm sorry. I'll talk to you about why you can't remember your dreams, okay? Okay, Eva, I got concealment. This is hiding something, hiding the truth, okay? And it almost seems, okay, Marley, I saw you. Thanks, Marley. So it does seem like there is something that you're hiding, but I feel like if this is related to your dreams, it almost feels like your dreams are going to start to show you what you need to bring out more in your personality. But it might come off as something fearful. You might see the trauma. And then you have to connect it to your personality. What are you hiding? What are you not doing in normal life? Okay. Okay, great. Next one is for Marley. Marley, this will be either something that healing from the past. It might show itself up in a dream. It might be from a past life. But I do feel like this is unconscious. Okay, control. Okay, and this might just be the fact that from a young age, you had no control. Having strict parents or strict rules, whether it's in school or in your own home, there's this idea of you not being able to control your own intuition. As kids, we think, I want to watch that movie. I want to go do this craft. I want to go play in the sand, and then we have our parents like, no, we're going to do this. No, we're going to do this. Okay. So there's this idea of you really not having control of who you are. And then one day when you begin to realize that you can control yourself, you're doing it in an unhealthy way. So I think you have to go through and think about the things that you are trying to control in your life that you really can't control. Okay. Now, for example, let's say the kids want to go outside. I don't know if you have kids, but let's say my kids ask me to go outside. And I can't really control the fact, I might say, I don't want to go outside. It's too hot. Okay. Or I don't want to go outside because it's too hot. I don't want to sit out there and watch the kids. Like, it's so much work. But what can you control in that situation? You can control what you're wearing. You can't control the weather. You might be able to control the activity they do. You can't control that it's outside. Okay. So think about the things that you can control. Maybe you go out during the morning hours, because it's cooler. So think about what you can control about the situation so that when it comes back around, you're not so stressed out, because we get stressed when we try to control things that we aren't meant to control. Okay. All right. Thanks, Marley. All right. Woo. Oh my God. I just had this spill all over the place. Spirit's like, there's a lot more healing that we need to do. A lot more healing. All right. Angelica, message for you, Angelica. And again, these messages are either from a past life, healing from a past life, or they might show themselves up in a dream as part of your unconscious that needs healing. Okay, judgment. Okay, being judged and feeling like you have to behave a certain way so you don't get judged. And that's a crock of shit. Okay, so get that out of your head that people are always going to judge. Someone's always going to judge someone else. So why not just be yourself instead of being judged for being someone who you're not truly yourself? Okay, because you're trying so hard to not be judged. Just give it up. You can't control what people think about you. All right, you can't control if someone's going to judge you. What other people have to say about you is not your business. Okay, remember, they are probably just projecting their own doubts and their own beliefs and their own traumas onto you. Okay. All right. You can do this. Edwina. Okay, Edwina. So this message is either going to show itself in your dreams, your unconscious mind, a past life, or trauma from childhood. And they're all directly related. Believe it or not, they're all directly related. Okay, deception. Okay, like the deception of your reality when you were a child versus like the reality check that you got hit with when you were an adult. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, there's this idea of like, Sometimes if you're a parent, don't do this to your child. You're not giving, no justices are done. Your job as a parent is to mimic the environment that they will grow up in, that they will thrive in. Okay. Coddling them or keeping them in this idea of, safety or safety nets, or not holding them to their word. Okay. Say you have an older child that is constantly telling you that they'll pay you back, but they don't pay you back. And you're like, oh, well, you know, what mother wants to be known as someone who holds a grudge against their kid for not paying them back? It's just money. No, you are not doing your child any services by letting that slide or letting that go, because in the real world, that does not happen. Okay. You're not like, oh, I didn't pay my rent this much. Pfft, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Pay me back whenever. If you don't pay me back, that's fine. Okay. That's not how the real world works. So there is this, if I have to go back to your reading, there is this idea of like your childhood and then this reality check of like, almost like you have to go back and you have to realize that some struggles that you're having in your adult life is due to childhood. Okay. It's due to what you thought life was. And go back into your root chakra, do some root chakra work. Okay. Okay. Ashley Monique. This is a message. It'll even show up. It might show up in your dreams, your unconscious mind, past life, or childhood. But it's definitely something that you need to heal. A lot of this is shadow work, guys. We talked about shadow work a couple days ago. Okay. Endurance. This is us thinking that this is us trying to catch the break. Does that make sense to you? This is how it's coming through as like, it's like we get to this point in our lives where everything starts to feel robotic because we're looking too far into the future for that break. We're looking for when the sea will part. We're looking for the easier days. And I feel like you're missing on so much because you just are going. And there's this energy of you kind of needing to stop and realizing that your moment is the moment, if that makes sense. Your moment is the moment. You just have to like recognize it and stop. The idea of what your moment looks like is in your head, but I feel like you're very close to it and you need to open your eyes now to see it. Okay. All right. Someone said they're trying to look for their daughter. If this is like a missing persons, I do a lot of missing persons on my personal page. So you can message me there or message me on Instagram. Go ahead and give this live a couple taps on here. I think I'm going to go get a drink of water in a few minutes and then I'll be right back. So let's do a few more messages. You guys go and get a water break, and then we'll come back and do some more readings. But what I'm going to do is use my healing deck, here we go. Okay, let's do some readings. Melissa. All right, a message for you, Melissa. Are you building something, or I see you using a ruler? Okay, so I got grounded for you. There's also potatoes. Maybe you want to eat some potatoes. Okay, so this grounding energy is telling me for you to head back to your root chakra, to think about like the daily grind. Okay. Thank you guys. Think about the daily grind. Think about what keeps you grounded. What in life keeps you grounded? Like life things, not the stuff in your head, not your ideas and your creativity, but like the physical things around you. What do you need and what do you not need? Look, when my husband and I, we're minimalizing and we only have about 3-4 months left in this house, but we moved a year ago into this house, not by choice. So what we realized when we moved into this house though, is that a majority of our stuff was still kept in boxes. Stuff was put in closets that we lived for 6 months without ever even opening some boxes up. And what does that say? That we had shit that we didn't need, stuff that was cluttering, stuff that was not important to us, but it still drained our energy being there. So we kind of had to like wipe it clean, wipe that slate clean, and really look at the stuff around us that was meaningful, stuff that grounded us, stuff that if we took, no matter where we were, if we had it, we would feel home. So I feel like there's some energy of you really looking at your life and grounding yourself with the things that actually mean something to you, okay? All right. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm doing that now and demo on my house. Awesome. Okay. So the person, she was adopted and she's missing. I didn't realize what grounding was. Yes. It's connecting us to the earth. Okay. The root chakra is the most earthly 3D. Okay. No, she's not missing. Okay. All right, Renee. Message for you, Renee. Positivity, and it came in upside down. So this is telling me that maybe you've been a little negative Nancy lately and to just look at the brighter side of things, okay? I feel like that's just the message. Sorry, it was a short message, but I feel like that will change everything. All you have to do is look at the more positive things. We have like emotion theories in psychology, and one of the theories is a direct connection from like the secretion of serotonin and smiling. So what happens is like when an experience in life makes us happy, we create or secrete serotonin, but at the same time we smile. So over the years, we secrete the hormone and we smile to the point that now if we want to secrete serotonin, all we have to do is smile long enough and our body will start to secrete the happy serotonin hormone. So you should try that. Try that sometime. You can trick your brain, trick your body. Okay? Michelle. Card flying out for you, Michelle. 2 cards, 3 cards, and 2 of them came in reverse. Okay, so I have passion and ritual. So this is telling me that you don't have a daily ritual or daily health routine or something like that that is keeping you thriving, that's keeping you passionate, that you're passionate about. And I feel like you need that. I feel like if you can create a routine in your daily life that is health oriented, whether you're waking up and stretching and maybe you're having some green tea instead of coffee, even something just like that, creating a small routine that's going to set you off on the right foot so that, you have a better healthy future to look forward to. Okay. All right. Virginia. Oh, just came out. Energy. Okay, look at these oranges, vitamin C. So I don't know if your health is down, if you feel like you're having low energy, vitamin C, get your oranges in there. Also, you know the phrase, like I know we use this like with, we know where we use this phrase, but if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay. Someone said, thank you for the health reading. It all makes sense. Thank you. Okay, so when it comes to like your energy and your health, and there's this phrase like if you don't use it, you lose it. It's kind of like when people say that their body aches and it's, you're not flexible, like what can I do? The answer is to stretch more. The answer is to exercise because it's like a spiral effect on both ends. If you exercise, you'll feel better and you'll want to exercise more. If you don't exercise, you'll feel more tired. You'll feel more lethargic. You'll feel less flexible. Okay. So, really the answer is in it. If you are feeling sluggish, you need to exercise. If you exercise and you're feeling pain, then you're probably doing too much. Okay. So, I'll say this right now. I'm going to go take a quick break and then I'll be right back on. What'd you say? Pretty pleased with veggies on top? Jesse, you want the veggie one? Okay. I'll give you the veggie one. Pauline. Okay. Here we go. One for Pauline. I'm going to get a water break. Then I'm going to come right back. And while I do that, go purchase a reading. Cleansing, Pauline. Lemons, okay? You guys know that you can make your own household products with lemons, okay? I put lemons under my arms, Yes, you can put lemons to lighten your skin, lighten your hair, but cleansing your energy, cleansing the energy of things. Okay, look around your house. Did people get you stuff? People that you don't like get you stuff that you display in your house. Get rid of it, okay? The energy that the energy that other things hold is there, not just from that person, but the person's intent or intentions. Okay. So get rid of that stuff, clear that clutter, and it'll have a direct reflection on your personal energy too. Okay. Okay, please, I just want to know where I see my daughter. So if you're okay, you guys have a lot of personal questions. And as a professional intuitive psychic medium and life coach, I'm here for you. All you have to do is click the link in my bio right up here. The readings are only $16. So there is a range from $16 and it goes up to $65 for longer readings. But they're all different readings in there. So I'm going to go take a water break right now. Go click the link right up in here. It'll send you to my page. And from there, you can kind of look at it, go over it, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll be back on here. So if you didn't get your reading and you want a free reading, just come sit tight, come hang out with us. We'll talk a little bit more about dreams. I'm going to tell you a little bit more science about it because I didn't know this, but did you know that research shows that men who get an average of 5 hours of sleep a night have smaller testicles than men who get an average of 7 hours or more? This is a direct correlation that we've researched. So there is a direct correlation between fertility and sleep. And a lot of you might not even realize, I mean, first of all, we have to realize that fertility problems are 50% men and 50% women. Okay. Now, did you realize that if it is your partner, it could be their sleep cycle that is affecting your ability to get pregnant? So we're going to talk about that right when we come back, okay? How can I put money there? Because I'm very curious. What? How can I put the money there? Okay, so when you click on the link in my bio, it'll take you to... All right, let me just head to TikTok real quick. Okay, guys. So see the two blue arrows? So we're going to click right under that. We're going to click on that link, snipfeed.co/Katie Maike. Now, right there on the top, right here, you just click on that, and that's how you purchase the reading. It's that simple. Okay. So you'll put in an email address. You can sign up. You can sign up beforehand. Now, what it's going to ask you to do is to pay for the reading right here on this page. And it's also going to enter your email address. So what you do is when you're going to get an email back from Snipfeed. It might show up in your spam if you can't find it, but you're going to get it before this weekend. And or you can just go back to snipfeed.co and put in your email and sign up that way. It should be right connected to your email. Everything's going to be connected to your email. Okay, so don't forget your email. Okay. I'm still amazed at how right on you were on me for Melissa. I have been looking for you. Well, hello. I'm so happy that you found me, my dear. All right. Okay, guys. So you can always go to snipfeed.co and open an account if you want to do it that way. But you can just use the link right in my bio. And then you'll get your video response sent back to your email, or you can always log right back into Snipfeed, and it keeps an entire collection of information for you there. Okay. So I'm going to go get a water break. You guys should get a water break. I got to go fill my water. If this is my motivational water bottle, I love this thing because it has times of times of the day of where I'm supposed to be. So I'm supposed to be right here, and now I'm going to go refill it so that I can end up here at 2 p.m. when we end. Okay, guys? So if you want this water bottle, I have this linked in my bio as well. So go check that out. I will be right back, okay?